Hey everybody, and welcome to what is going to be the first of these kind of critical thinking things. That's what we're calling it anyway. There might be other ones where I say it's the first, but this is officially the first one. And my name is Jimmy Good. Welcome back to to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. And with me today is my buddy Thomas. Thomas, how's it going?
I'm doing well.
I'm glad that you could stop by. Today we're going to talk about something a little different. On the podcast this week, we talked about our E3 hopes and dreams and things like that. What I did with Joe, but Thomas didn't really get to put his voice to it, and I really wanted Thomas to have a say. He's doing like the tears in his eyes type of thing. He's got him like running down his face. But we have a few games here that Thomas wants to talk about because he's excited about them. I think we're gonna take them to the top, Tom. So the first one we have in here, Ghost Recon Wildlands. What do you think about this thing? Because this one that caught your eye.
This one caught my eye because I like teamwork.
And
becoming together in co-op. I think that's the best part about this game.
Yeah, for sure. And the last game we played that was probably closest to this, weirdly enough, was like Evolve, maybe?
I would say yes, I agree.
Probably. And the only reason I think that this is a good fit, especially for you, is because you kind of like Val in that game, and you were such a good sniper, and there's a lot of sniping in these games.
Yes, I would love doing that.
Exactly. We could use you on Overwatch. Tom is an excellent sniper. He can hit a Goliath at like 600 yards. He's really amazing. And just on the fly. Tranking people. Man. But I'm excited for that game. And do you know a lot about this game yet, Tom? Because I'd love to explain a little bit of it to you if you don't.
I only remember when it first released, small information about what it really is, the ground, the foundation.
For sure. Well, it's like 4-player co-op, I'm pretty sure. Open world, which is kind of new. They don't usually do like that and open world, like both those things together. It's kind of a lot. And it's kind of like you're going taking down the cartel, kind of reminiscent a little bit of like our time in Kyrat, if you will, in Far Cry 4, where it's like where you and I would do our missions together, but just times 2, like on top of that. Correct. So we get like little things to do and like go like take down this individual or that individual or whatever. So, and the other thing is too that there's a lot of different ways we can approach it. Again, like kind of like Far Cry, except in there they kind of wanted you to be stealthy or whatever. Yeah. But like this might be like, all right, Tom's gonna move in here with Joe. They're gonna take this guy out. Well, I'm gonna go get a helicopter and I'll be back. And if we need the support, I'll be there and I can like gun people down, or something like that. So.
Yeah, that's the thing like about this type of game, because it's different for every match that you do. It's not just like a straightforward like, oh, you have to do this mission and do this.
Yeah.
You can do this and you can do this, and then it always ends up being different.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, that's so cool. But yeah, Ghost Recons, we just checked the dates on some of these, so we might be off on them, but this one's still to be announced. Hoping it's sooner rather than later. The thing is too, Division just came out back in March.
Yes.
So we probably won't see this. I mean, maybe this fall. We'll see if Ubisoft puts a date on it. I wouldn't be surprised to see it next spring, though. Kind of give Division its space, let the DLC roll out for it.
That would be a good marketing plan.
Yeah, that would be a good marketing plan. I'm thinking always like the marketing. I'm trying to be like that kind of like soulless marketer or whatever. But yeah, I'm excited for that. Oh, cool. Well, next on the list, Tom, what do you got next on the list here?
Looks like we got Battlefield 1.
Battlefield 1. And we were kind of looking through these games here, and you're like, what's this game? And I was like, oh, it's Battlefield 1 set in World War I. So you just saw the trailer and everything for the first time, right? How do you feel about it?
I like it a lot. I'm kind of glad they're going back to the old age, which is World War I, because I think those games are really interesting, and it's good that they're remaking it because it looks amazing.
Yeah, it does look really cool. Is there any like weapon or vehicle that you want like more than anything? Like,
I just want bayonet again.
Tom's like, I'm all about just stabbing people.
I want the bayonet. Maybe go back to the classics of claymores and bouncing betties.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder if...
Actually, was that in World War I?
That's the thing. I was talking to Joe about this, and for us, we couldn't think of a lot of weapons before World War II.
That's right.
Because that's most of the games that's what we have. Yeah, so this might be even...
way before that.
Yeah, I don't know. You might still have like there's like swords and stuff, like horses, and...
That's right.
They have
might
biplanes.
Be more melee.
Yeah.
And black gunpowder pumped into the gun type of thing.
Yeah, I have no idea. It's going to be a learning experience. Yeah, so you're not sure.
Yeah, at least watching the trailer, it looks like it's just more airplanes and very simple gun technology.
Yeah, I hope the airplanes are a bit better than the jets in the past, because I always felt like the jets were so hard to control and I couldn't do anything with them.
That's right. I never touched the jets, honestly, when I played any of these games.
I would do it just for fun. I'd be like, all right, I'm just going to like fly around for 10 minutes and then get shot down by somebody, be like, all right.
By a professional, and then I'm just like, I'm done.
Yeah, exactly. No, but and you're a Battlefield fan?
Yes, I love Battlefield. When we're at Battlefield 1, I was like, what? They're making a new Battlefield? That's sweet. I love Battlefield. And it's like, back to the old ages, or old enough, but I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. What was your favorite Battlefield, by the way?
I would say Bad Company. I think I like Bad Company a lot.
I've heard that's a really good one.
I think it was one of my favorites.
Is that I always feel like it's like an oddball crew. Is that what it is? Is it like a cool cast of characters who are just like into causing mayhem. Is that kind of what Bad Company is about?
I would say yes.
Okay.
I would say about that. I think it's Bad Company. I think when it first came out, it was one of the more different. I think personally, Battlefield games I've ever played before.
Okay. What made it different?
I think they had a lot more variety in terms of. I think that's not when the Frost came out. I don't think the Frost engine.
Oh, the Frostbite engine? Is
Frostbite engine. But
I'm not
I love
sure.
that technology that they have in all their Battlefield games, and how they're going to incorporate that now to the Battlefield 1 that we just saw earlier for a trailer. It's going to be amazing.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. That's so you know more about that. I only played Battlefield 4, and I mostly just
Okay.
I like to get in like Jeeps with Joe, and we just drive around and probably die pretty quickly. I just feel like those games are kind of clunky. Do you like that feel of those games? Do you really enjoy that?
I think it's different. I think the controls of like the tanks and the cars make it like a different game than like a shooting game.
Yeah, for sure.
So it feels weird.
There's more to it.
That's right.
That's true, and it's a little bit more realistic. Like, I mean, it's not like Call of Duty as
That's
much.
right.
It
Call
feels
of
like
Duty is like you run and you shoot. This one's like you can plan it out strategically,
Yeah.
stay in the back, and it's a little more realistic.
Yeah, I'm hoping they do a good job of making the maps kind of to scale, like not necessarily huge, because like the problem with the last Battlefield for me was that like I would spend so much time after dying if we lost a point, like trying to get back to the fight. Whereas like with these ones, we don't have as like a sophisticated technology in World War One. So will I be like getting on a horse and like galloping back to the battlefield and be like I'm coming? Like
that's very true. That's a good point because Battlefield, all their games are like that actually, huge
Yeah.
maps, and then like when you start at point A and everybody's at point C, you're like,
yeah.
I'll be there soon, team.
Yeah, it's like
I'm
I'm
coming.
coming. I'm coming. Eventually, I'll be there. Yeah, but it still looks like a cool game, and it's like I told you too, it's kind of like they're doubling down with that, and they've got Titanfall coming 3 weeks either before or after that game, so they've got like their past and their future ready to go.
Yes.
So cool. So
Set.
yeah. So what's your next game on this? What are you excited about?
Oh, I'm excited about For Honor.
For Honor. So good. Well, okay. So what about For Honor? Because I could talk about why I love For
I
Honor.
just want to be a
for
samurai.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I want to say.
Just want to be a samurai. Done. Case closed.
I think the best thing about this game is the fighting and the combat and how
Yeah.
they made the combat. It's just so interesting how no games had this that I know of that has this type of combat.
Yeah, for sure. And I know the guy who's like kind of behind the idea of it has been pitching this game for a long time, for like many years to different companies or whatever, and he's been trying to get it made. He's like, I want a game where like my sword stance and all my weapon stances actually matter, because like a lot of times in these games you have a stance or whatever, but it's like you change it and it's not that big of a deal, but it's like you're changing this mid-game, mid-stance fighting and stuff like that, I should say, and it's really cool.
And that's how fighting should be though. Like
Yeah.
you think about it. You don't just like press X X X X and
Yeah.
slice them through. You actually really think about it. You have to defend yourself when they strike, and I think that's a really good concept that they put that in the game.
Yeah, and I think this game is really gonna, promote skilled gameplay, because it's like they said, if it's a 2-on-1, there's a pretty good chance if you're not ready for it, you're obviously gonna get taken out pretty quick. But if you're skilled enough, you can fight both of them. So we might see some scenarios where there's like guys who can take on 3 or 4 people at a time, potentially, maybe. It depends if they're hitting you right in the back. I mean, you can't really defend against that. But
I agree with that. See, it makes the combat so much more different because there's so many outcomes that can happen. It's
Yeah.
not just like what we were saying earlier. It's just not a quick strike and you're all done.
yeah,
It's like you have to think about it, plan it out, and then fight your way through.
yeah, exactly. And, kind of read your opponent, which is really interesting,
Mhm.
because you don't get to do that in much of these games. Like we're just talking about Battlefield right there. You don't really read someone with a gun. You're like, oh, he's shooting me, I'm shooting him. We're kind of shooting, vertical lines at one another. Whereas this is kind of like, all right, he's going to be swinging like left, so I got to block like from my right, kind of thing.
That's
like,
right. It's not like a tunnel vision when you just look straight down, just like you're saying.
Yeah, so it might be more, I don't know, intimate, like really rewarding kills, and then also really sad, or you might have more respect for people because you're like, he outplayed me, I learned. But if you're getting ganged up on, hopefully that doesn't happen too much, like 3 or 4 guys just like destroy you, and you're just like kill squad going
By
around.
myself, guys.
I'm like, thank you so much. And I heard recently too, I was worried they weren't going to do this, but there's going to be a single player campaign,
Okay,
which is really cool.
that would be pretty awesome.
I think.
actually.
I think they have like a co-op campaign.
Co-op campaign.
You and me just slaughtering
Okay,
people
I
as
agree.
freaking samurais.
That'd be
Oh my
cool because there'll
gosh.
be a different story for every or team that you choose or who you choose. I think that'd be cool for a campaign.
Yeah. So samurai is your go-to class.
I would go samurai all the way.
Samurai. I've heard they're like the kind of like the squishiest, but also like the most damagey. Your glass
And the
cannon
most
types.
agility, the fastest.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That's the best part.
Which, side question, have you heard of Nioh? Nioh. It's a game coming from, I think it's Team Ninja who did, I think they used to do like old Ninja Gaiden. I'm not sure about that, but they're doing like a Dark Souls-esque game
Okay,
where you
that's
play
very
as a samurai.
Wow.
and you have like different stances and stuff, again, kind of thing, but not like mid-fight necessarily.
That's
but,
really cool. I don't think I've heard of this game.
Yeah, it looks sweet. Looks really sweet. We'll have to look that up. We should have looked that up. Neo, get on your list. I'm not a huge Souls guy myself, but I can appreciate it. Anyway, so what's your next game? We got so far we've had Ghost Recon Wildlands, we've got Battlefield 1, we've got For Honor, a lot of just like murder games. Tom, what's the next game on this list?
The one and only PS4 exclusive, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
Speechless.
Oh my gosh. There you go. See, we said samurai for the last one. You could just, if we put one word on these things, just like speechless, just put it there and be done with it.
The graphics, the gameplay, all the trailers, it's just too good.
The only way I think it could be better personally is if they had some sort of co-op to it. Like if I was setting up traps and you like flushed people, like flushed all those like robotic animals my way, and then we made like a super kill. We killed like 20 of them.
That would be a very good idea. Yes.
So like what aspect of the game, like if you had to pick one thing, because you just mentioned a bunch of things right there, what's the one thing that's like so like compelling to you?
I think the most compelling to me is how you can interact with the environment. Everything that you do affects everything else. So just like the bigger trailers you've seen when she fights that huge robot, you can take the cannons and just start shooting him.
Yeah,
I think that's awesome. Like the environment is your playground. It's like your weapon.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's cool, interesting, too, besides that, because it's like, well, like if you go really strictly environment, like you're kind of like, all right, let me funnel these guys into a choke point where I put up like snare traps and stuff. So I go kind of like set up the traps, go around them and like shoot a few or like shoot in the air and they all run towards these and there's like explosions and stuff. But like what you're saying with that big robot is they've even said that he's got like 20 or so moves or something like that. So you got to you can pick him apart in different ways. And I think that's really interesting, having a boss where you kind of like, strategically, it's not like this is the only way to beat this boss. It's like you can do it this way, you can do it this way. This way is harder, but it can work. Like
it's like pick your own storybooks. Like go to page 3 if you want to go this route.
It's so cool. It's like exactly, yeah, for sure. And that I think that's so much more dynamic, makes much more interesting stories as opposed to which this game seems to. It'll probably have a narrative to it too, like a pretty hopefully a good narrative. And it's kind of interesting too, having like a post-apocalyptic world. It's like the apocalypse happened. This is like the world after.
That's pretty.
So maybe you can find out about that. Yeah. Oh man, I hope they have. That'd be so cool, like a co-op. I know I keep preaching about co-op, but it'd be so much better. I think it'd be so sweet.
Yeah, I think from everything you explained for helping each other, setting up traps, I think it would be one of the better co-op games out there if they were to really do. Oh my gosh!
And if it's like, I think it's already open world, and I've heard it's like an RPG as well, so you can upgrade yourself and stuff like that too, and like your kit and stuff. I was like, oh man, that game. And for me, I don't really enjoy murdering animals. I'm a big animal lover.
That's true.
And so, like in Far Cry. It's like, hey, you want a bigger wallet? You better go kill that rhino. And it was just like, really? I can't make a wallet out of anything? Like, I mean, I don't want to make it out of humans, but I'd rather, like, at that point. But it was just, so in this one, I won't feel as bad. Even though she does kind of, when she kills him, she does kind of say something, kind of like, I'm sorry, or something like that. Like, she actually has feeling towards them, which is interesting.
Just like the movie Avatar.
Just like the movie Avatar. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I said that the other day, and Joe said the same thing.
Really?
I think he said the Blue People movie.
The Blue People.
And I was like, yeah, or something like that. But yeah. But Horizon Zero Dawn, again, I think right now the word on the street is that it's coming out in March of next year. Or February or something like that.
Why are they pushing it so long?
I know. It was supposed to, I guess, like we were reading, it's like been in development since 2011.
That's so long.
And then they're just like, all right, just gonna take more time, and that's okay. To me, I'm okay with delays because first off, I'm a needy and horrible consumer person, and second off, it's like I'd rather have them sit and take a few more months and fix and make everything just so good when I play it,
right.
And when we review it eventually, because we will.
That's right.
Then we can be like, okay, this is like the top tier. Like,
exactly. It's like I'd rather have a good driving car rather than something that's been rushed and it just drives for like 3 miles.
Exactly. Yeah, totally. And the weird thing is it's made by the same guys who made the old Killzone games.
Oh, yes.
So it's like, it's always interesting to see like a studio kind of flip from like, oh, we're just doing like a first person shooter type thing like this. And they're like, oh, we're going to make like third person action open worldy. Like,
but it's combination of such good things.
I mean, the combination of like, you got your future and your past kind of mixed together.
That's crazy. I love that concept still.
It's striking. You see like those really tall kind of giraffe, robot things. It's just like, what is this game? It's like weird name. I hope that the name comes into play. I don't know what else I'd call it.
Yeah, I agree with the name.
I'm like, all right, maybe it was like the protocol that happened to like wipe the world or whatever. I don't know, but also I like that her name's Alloy or Aloy or whatever because it's like, oh, it's like are everyone named after metal stuff?
That's true.
It's
a good theme.
I don't know. somebody's gonna be named like Ferris or something like that, but with an O, O-U or S or whatever. All right, so we've got those. What's your other one? Do you have any more?
The last one, a good one. Final Fantasy 15.
Yes, I was gonna say which Final. I mean, you can pick any Final Fantasy. There's the 7 remake that they'll probably show stuff.
Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, there wasn't. That might be there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. The last time we saw it was a trailer for last E3.
That's right. Yeah. Releasing in 2020.
Actually, no. I think we saw a little bit of gameplay some other time. But anyway, Final Fantasy 15. You're excited about Final Fantasy 15?
I'm excited. I'm excited on how much detail they put into the summons.
Ah,
so good.
Don't get me started. That Rama.
Rama's so good.
We were okay. Like, side note, for those who haven't seen our Final Fantasy 15, our top summons, Eidolons, Aeons, whatever we did a while back, go check it out. But we were cutting some of this stuff, and Tom and I are trying to figure out like our favorite summons of all time, and just seeing some of this new footage from like Rama and like Leviathan and some of those other ones in this game where they're like the biggest they've ever been. It's just like so intense.
It just looks so good how they recreate them from every generation, from going to like 7 to 8 to now like 15. It's just crazy.
Oh my gosh, so cool. What if we get to see like Odin or something like that, like in this?
Oh my goodness,
he's gonna look so sweet if he's
Odin
in here.
Sweet.
And he'll probably be like human. I don't know. Anyway, but keep talking. What else do you like about Final Fantasy 15? What are the big things that are drawing you into this game?
The combat system, totally different.
Combat system, yeah, totally true.
Reminds me of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that will be a very interesting Final Fantasy because the combat's so different.
Yeah. Did you play the demo, by the way?
I did play the demo.
What'd you think?
I think it's different for sure.
It's the platinum demo, right, or whatever. It wasn't. We didn't play episode Duske. The
no,
one that
we didn't play it.
The one that launched with everybody's favorite summon. Who is it, Tom? Everybody's favorite summon. Who's guiding you through it?
Who's our favorite?
Do you guys know? You know what I'm talking about. He's got a little. His move is Ruby.
Ruby Light.
Ruby Light.
His name is Ruby Light.
His name is Ruby Light.
What's his name?
You'll get there, and so will I. We'll just sit here for the next few minutes, just thinking.
We're just gonna wait.
Why can't I think of his name, Tom? I thought you'd know it.
What is his name? Oh my goodness.
Oh, I know what it is. What do you drive every day? What kind of vehicle is it?
Like the model of the vehicle?
Just like what is it? What are they called?
Like
all of them.
Like a hybrid?
Like a car? It's car.
Oh, Carbuncle. How did I forget his name?
Carbuncle. He's everybody's favorite. No one can remember him. Carbuncle's so good. But yeah,
one of my favorites.
But yeah, so you're excited about the summons. Excited about all the stuff they're putting in there. What do you think about like the cast right now? Because it doesn't seem like you're probably going to add people to your party. It's just going to be like that 4 the whole time.
I still think the 4 is really built well together. Yeah. I think they all have their own personality for sure. Yeah. And that really makes up for it. And they all have really cool names.
That's true. Well, okay, so we got Noctis.
Oh, such a cool
Prompto. Ignis. And what starts with a G? It's not Galio. That's League of Legends. No. You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yes. I don't recall.
I should have looked all this stuff up first. Anyway, but so what? So who's your favorite one of those though? Like, do you have a favorite?
I think I like Noctis just because of his swords. First of all, because I love the swords.
Swords are sweet.
Swords are sweet.
Swords are sweet.
And
yeah.
I just love how they portray him in the trailers when he can just teleport and just makes him look so powerful.
Yeah,
I just love that.
Any main protagonist who has that kind of dark atmosphere around them and doesn't have to like. Can just walk out into something and people are shooting at him and they're not dying. I'm like, oh, okay, that's really cool to me.
Yeah, exactly. They give him that. That's a good description. They give him that dark atmosphere, so he looks like in a way like he looks like really mean. Like I just want to kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
That type of feeling. Like it's just a dark feeling, but then at the same side, when you look at him from a different perspective, he looks just like he wants to save you. He's that superhero. Yeah,
for sure. Do you think at all that like Noctis, we're getting a little bit too deep into F-15 here maybe, but do you think he's kind of like this kind of like angsty teen stereotype at all? Like I still really like his archetype, if you will, but I'm wondering if that's like something that people will say.
I see what you mean. Yes and no. I see what you mean, but you can kind of go that way. But he still looks so good though.
Yeah, for sure. By the way, Gladiolus.
Okay.
Gladius. Okay. Something like that. We'll get to it. He's the big guy, holds a big sword.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you think about? Did you see that they have your car can fly?
Right. I remember seeing that.
Yeah. That's kind of a big like reveal, if you will.
I think it's very interesting. That'd be one way to get around town for sure.
I wonder when they get that. They must get it later on. You can't have it right at the beginning.
Probably
just be like, I'll just fly away.
It's probably a lot of running in the beginning.
Yeah. I'm still not completely sold on the combat. I want to get into the game because I feel like it wasn't complex enough, obviously, in the demo. Like,
I want to see like the real. I mean, it is gameplay, but I want to see the real gameplay when we actually have it in front of us.
Yeah,
to see how it really feels.
That's totally true. Okay, so out of all these games, is there one that's just like the one that you can't wait? Like if you could play it tomorrow.
All
of them.
I think if I were to oh man, this is hard. I think I would still want to see Horizon first. But Final Fantasy, I love my Final Fantasies though.
I know. Well, we've been waiting for Final Fantasy for
waiting so long.
Like,
but I love my
decade.
So maybe I might have to go there first. Final Fantasy and then my Horizon.
Yeah. Also, the other thing I'm interested about with both of these again is like how they're going to do their RPG mechanics. Like, is it going to be fleshed out? And I'm hoping, obviously, Final Fantasy, it's probably got to be pretty deep. Like you got to be able to be picking a lot of stuff. I just whatever gets me to that final Noctis stage where I can walk into a fight and I don't have to do anything and everybody's dying around me. That's my hope. That's where good. I put my guys in the back. I'm like, don't follow me. I'm gonna do this.
Just watch.
Do you think they probably won't do this either? But again, I feel like that game could have been co-op. Like Final Fantasy 15 could be like, 'cause there's like 3 other guys just right there.
Yeah, it is true. You can kind of switch between different characters. That'd be kind of actually really interesting.
And I'm not sure if you can, like, there's times where it looks like they can attack for you, and there's like Final Fantasy 7 Remake that looks like you switch to like Barret for a second and do a move. It's like, I wonder how that all works, if they're going to try to incorporate any of that into Final Fantasy 15, or if it's just going to be for those kind of like cinematic moments where they kind of give each other a high five. Like, good job, you killed that dude. Like,
that's very true. I think it'd be weird how they incorporate the RPG side of that if it was co-op, though.
Yeah.
Like, would you play player one's story and then level up their kind of characters and then go to your own story? It's almost like, Far Cry. When, we're playing multiplayer and I go to your story and then you go to my story and there's different progression.
I guess that's true. I guess what I was thinking is more of like you and I play. I wonder if we could do like online, but it'd be like we share the same story.
Okay, that would
be
cool.
like from the get go, because that was my biggest problem with Far Cry. Is like I'm this far in the story, and Tom would be like, oh, I'm not this far yet. So he's like, I have to play a few missions, and then I'll have access to this next thing. And it's just like, it's like, why can't he just play the game with me? It's like maybe because we'd probably steamroll some of those like single player missions and be like, oh, there's like 10 guys, which is kind of hard for one dude, and it'd be like, there's 2 of us now, and we're on like killing warpaths. Like I just stabbed a dude, kicked him, and like pulled a grenade. And...
Dynasty Warriors now.
Oh man, I loved it. That was like my first game I was doing like those Xbox clips of, like those short videos of, and I remember showing like my friends and family, especially like my mom. I'm like, hey mom, come check this out sometime. And I was like, Mom, watch me kill 4 guys in like 3 seconds. She's like, haha. She's like, he needs to get out more. It's super good though. Well, thank you, Tom, for sharing your kind of E3 hopes and dreams. I wish we had like some cool bets. I can't think of anything. Is there any word or any character that you think like is like your crazy hope, like you wish you could see come out on stage, or just like an announcement? Is there anything you're like, oh, if they could do that, that'd be amazing?
When they announce Final Fantasy, a guy's gonna come out in a carbuncle suit, and then we're set.
They're gonna. Well, it's already announced, so you just would walk out in a carbuncle suit and be like, "Yep, Final Fantasy's coming, September 30th."
That's all they need to say. Like, release date. It's coming.
It's already coming.
Oh, sorry. I mean, it is coming.
Yeah. So,
like, I have a copy right here.
Tom's just like, unless they say it on an E3 stage, it doesn't matter.
That's right.
I know
it's not official.
Like for me, I know they won't do this because they'll save it for Tokyo Game Show. But like Dragon Quest 11.
Okay.
That's something that people have been waiting to hear about. And it's a lot. It's kind of like like One Piece or something. It's like huge in Japan, but like over here, it's still like kind of has a following. I know those are kind of very different things, but Dragon Quest, I would love. That's my dream. If they get like the PlayStation,
that would be very cool.
Somebody walks out and they just like the music starts kicking on. Somebody comes out in like a King Slime outfit. Oh my god!
Music just blasting.
Tom. But there's no other big games or anything like franchises that you might want to see or anything crazy like that.
I don't think. Not that I can think of now.
That's okay. That's all right.
We're set.
Tom's like, I want League of Legends 2.
League of Legends 2.
Wait, wouldn't that be a crazy
League of Legends
announcement?
2, the return of Teemo.
Oh my gosh. The return of... Did he go away?
Oh, you never know.
I hope he's... I want him to just... I don't play that anymore, but he was the worst character. Riot, if you're listening, you're probably not. Right. You're too busy counting all the dollars that you have. Just like 1, 2... Yeah. This is how you count on dollars. But yeah, well, thank you, though, so much, Tom. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Nice to hear your hopes and dreams. And let us know your hopes and dreams down in the comments below if you enjoyed having Tom on. I'm trying to get him around more often because Tom is a busy man, and I have to hunt him down sometimes. But if you want to see him more often, let us know down below or tweet at us. We're at GoCritical. all one word, capital G, capital C, and let us know your thoughts. And be sure to check us out on Twitch. It should be underneath there. It's just at Jimmy_good. And if you really want to, you can even throw us a few bucks on PayPal. But your time is the most precious thing to us. We just really appreciate you guys stopping by. So let us know your E3 hopes and dreams. And yeah, until next time, thanks so much. Take care.
Thank you.